Hi, this is Debo, your nutrition gal with Color Me Healthy Fitness. And the topic of the day is all about those crazy holiday parties, especially this busy time of the year. We get invited to holiday party and cocktail party, and it's even, football season, so there's all those game day parties. Lots of different parties this time of year, and it's a busy time of year. And what tends to happen is that we let all of our resolve for this healthy lifestyle and all of those gains that we've made all year, those seem to just not be a priority more, and we just really don't think about it because we might get a little crazed. I don't have time to think about it. I just have to run and eat and da 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 da. Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 different strategies to really help when we go to these holiday cocktail parties, game parties, to really make sure that we are maintaining that healthy lifestyle that we've been working towards, but at the same time, so we can still enjoy ourselves and not feel like, overwhelmed. Well, there's all this delicious food and I can't eat any of it, because that is not the case. Remember, moderation is key. And when you have a game plan, that's really the best bet in terms of keeping you successful without having to worry too much. The first tip that I can give you is to don't go hungry to these parties. And what I mean by that is a lot of times people tend to think, and I used to be this way, that, you know what, I'm just going to save up my calories so I can eat whatever I want tonight at the party. But when you pretty much starve yourself all day, you're really doing yourself an injustice, because number one, your body goes into this starvation mode and you're pretty much holding on to absolutely everything anyway. And then you go to the party absolutely famished and you eat everything in sight. Not healthy. So think about, before you go to the cocktail parties and the game parties and the holiday parties, is to enjoy light fare beforehand. Eat your healthy meals. Maybe have a healthy meal replacement shake. Notice I said healthy, not one laden with sugar. And, your fruits and vegetables and healthy proteins. Make sure you eat before you go. Some people might think that that is, counterproductive, but when you go and you're not hungry, then you can actually enjoy yourself, because you're really not going to be tempted by a lot of the food. Having said that, that leads to tip number 2 in terms of the buffet style. Beware of the buffet. Because, and I've done this too, research has shown that when there is a buffet style or family style, people really tend to eat 25% more than they would on average. Because you can just go up through the buffet line as many times as you want. You can just fill up your plate, you're talking, you're celebrating, not paying attention to what you're eating, as opposed to, here's your plate, this is your serving, that's enough. So some things to think about when you go through that buffet line is maybe let yourself go through the buffet line once, or even better yet, take a smaller plate. Maybe take the dessert plate instead of the dinner plate, because the dinner plates are pretty much behemoth now anyway, and take a small sampling of everything just so you can taste it. You don't need to have, meal-sized portion of every single entree. It's really not necessary. And the third thing to think about is to think before you drink. And again, this is a time of year for celebration, alcohol, sugary drinks, maybe spiced cider. These are all prevalent at the parties, and a lot of times we don't think about just how many calories are in the alcoholic beverages and the sugary beverages. That doesn't mean that I'm telling you to avoid them completely, not at all, but maybe pace yourself, slow down. If you want to have a glass of wine, have a glass of wine, but then maybe move over to club soda with a lime or a lemon, or some type of fruit to flavor it up. Really think before you drink, because those extra calories in one glass of alcohol or a sugary beverage can really add up. And in addition, the extra sugar in those actually gives our bodies a sensation that we are still hungry, so we go to eat more. It's this, giant snowball effect. Now, having said all of that, remember that this is not a time of year that you really have to, be so super strict in terms of, I can't eat that, I can't eat that, this is gonna ruin the healthy lifestyle, and then, oh, forget it, I'm just not going to bother anymore. That's not the case at all. We can still go to these parties, we can still enjoy ourselves, we can be mindful of what we're eating, and we can slow down, because just because we have all of these healthy, fabulous, choices that we've made over the years, we can still partake of that at these parties while still having fun. So Holiday time does not mean it's time that we are going to just self-sabotage everything we've worked so hard for. If you have any questions, because believe me, I have a lot of tips on how we can just maintain through that holiday season, and feel free to reach out to me. My email is info@321getfitwith2ts.com. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to do so on this blog. You can comment, you can share, and beware, because within the next couple weeks, the webinar, free webinar, the mindset of weight loss, will be coming to you. So be prepared and reserve the date. Again, any questions, feel free to reach out to me. We appreciate you watching. Thanks so much, and bye for now.